Kavi, Nanak, Mirabai, Sahajo, many I can count the names, and they all have it in this. Many of them have it in it. Why can't we not? Why we have to live the miserable life? Why you have to live a confused life? Going to the mental doctors. What we have done to this body of ours, what we have done to our mind of ours. God did not give us a sick body or sick mind, But look what we have done to it. And who suffers it? You go on spending tons of money to the doctors, tons of money to the hospitals. Why? Why we have to do that? It's not necessary, but it's happening more and more and more and more. And if you are mentally not very free from all the emotions, negative energy, negative thoughts, lots of anger, a lot of fear, a lot of frustrations, a lot of anxieties. And you take all the help of the drugs or you're going to drink. But remember, that does more damage to your brain, to your nervous system and your body. It's never, you can do any of those drugs, But it is only like a patch, temporary patch, but it never cures your problem. As long the problem goes on, and you goes on to be sick, goes on to be miserable, goes on to be confused, goes on to be lost, goes on to be unhappy. And if this is kind of life that you want to lead, I don't think that's very good. No normal person will accept that. So choice is ours. We have made ourselves sick, and we are the only one can cure. Whether going to a doctor, that takes you effort to go there too. And not only the effort, the money and other things, time, all those things has been taken from you that you should have spent for the joyous life, for the very most rewarding life. And many people have done so. Many people. Look at Mother Teresa. What a blessed life she lived. She was a woman, isn't it? Look at the Saint Francis. He gave away everything, including his clothes, right? And here we are collecting everything. Just opposite, We want more. And we, if the one job is not enough, get the second job. If second is not enough, get the third one. And yet we are not satisfied. Yet we are not very happy. Yet we don't feel very peaceful. We don't have a blessed life. Why? Well, choice is yours. If you don't make it in this life, you have to keep coming back. Keep coming back until you make it, until you get it. That yes, I'm not going to waste any of my energy or time for the nonsense. Once you realize this is all, whatever you need for your life, God always gives you. He gave you when you were in the womb of the mother, when you are not capable to do anything. Neither your parents, yes, plant the seed, but to that seed turn into a body, and then there is a heart needed for the body. brain needed for the body, nervous system needed for the body, or the billions of cells needed for the body. The parent didn't create it. It's God. Don't you think so? God created. He was taking care of you when you were helpless, hopeless, taking care of me too. But how soon we forgot God and start embracing, just like a person who is so hungry, he will go and pick up the food in the trash can, right? Have you seen those people? Taking the food from the trash can. Somebody threw it. They are hungry. A lot of people do those kind of things. Whatever it takes them, they will do it. But the real wisdom is soon you wake up. This is what Buddha was saying. When somebody asked Buddha, are you a Swami? Are you a God? Are you this? Are you that? He said, none of that. I am done. I am awake. So 90% people are sleeping. Can you believe that? 90% are not awake yet. This is why we have so much problem in our world. Do you see that? Why? There is a war going on for years and years and somewhere there is a war always going on. Although so many millions of people been killed, their life has been taken. And those innocent people, they have not done anything. And because of you see what's happening in the third world countries right now. So even that doesn't wake us up. Can you believe that? That doesn't put us in the right place. They say wise is that those who learn from the mistakes of others. That's wise. But if he goes on making mistake after mistake and he still doesn't learn, can you call that person a wise? No, you call him failures. Call him a losers, right? That's a good name, losers. So we don't want to be on that spot. We don't want to be. This is a beautiful life. Many of the people, they don't even feel gratitude for that, this life. Do you think how many people could do gratitude expressed to God every day? Once in a week, they wouldn't go to the temple. They will go to the church. They will go to the mosque. Muslim, the real Muslims, they try to pray 3 times a day, every day. No matter where they are in a foreign country or foreign places, they will even start on the roadside, And at least they're trying to be good, But a lot of people don't even do that. They don't do that. They think we just went to the temple, saw the deities, bow down to them, put some donations. I'm done. How lucky I am. Look at so and so didn't go to temple, doesn't go to temple. I never see him. And they're done. Out of 20, they say, our scriptures says how much we should give our time, energy, or money, or whatever, to God. Do you know that? 10%. Am I correct? Do you know what that 10% means? Out of 24 hours, you should give 2 hours to God. That's a 10%. Honestly, tell me, how many people do that? Every day, not once a week. Every day one should give 2 hours to God. So isn't that a disappointing?
Mhm.
It is not very good, you know. You give 100% to your children, right? To your wife or husband, give so much time, so much energy. You go to work, you give 8 hours to work, right? Just to make some money so you can feed yourself and your family, right? 8 hours. And if you are not doing good job, they can fire you right then there. Should the God should fire us? You're not doing good job. You don't deserve this life. Shouldn't he say that? But look at how compassionate that God is. How much love, no matter I have made thousands of mistakes and still he has forgiven and keep forgiving. And I'm sure many of us, we did that and God is keep forgiving. Okay, if you're not making in this life, then you're the one has to suffer. Come back again. Come back, and maybe it won't be the better life guarantee because you have not done the job. I have not done the job. Do I deserve the better next one? If I flunk in the 5th grade, do I deserve to go to the 6th? Yes?
No.
No. It's a common sense, isn't it? It's a common sense. I can't blame to the God. I can blame to my Guru. It was not his mistake that he gave me knowledge. He gave me chance. Opened my third eye to see God right inside you, right in your heart. You don't have to go outside and wander here, wander there. So many people. We went to the Kumbh and you see so many. Alex will tell you how many millions of people were there and they come. Even this recent Kumbh and went on for months. And there's so many millions of people came. And spend time, spend money, spend energy, and also rubbing from each other's, and it's so crowded. There is no place to walk, and you are just going, hey, I want to get there. And so many people got killed in that, and they do that because they want. And do you know why they did that? Because it has been spread the word that one who go to the Kumbh and take a bath in the Ganges, especially at the time of the Kumbh, all their sins of the life from the previous life, all their lives, sins are forgiven, washed away. No wonder whole world came there. People, foreign countries, there are lots of people from the foreign countries. Even though Elon Musk is, Elon Musk? His dad is right there, right now in India, and going to Ayodhya, and saw the temple that is built for Lord Rama, and he's there. Richest person's dad, and he's right there. So everybody wants their sin to be washed away, forgiven.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think just by going to there and taking a one bath in the sip in the water and all your sin will be forgiven? All the bad things you have done to the other people, you have cheated them, you have lied to them, you have hurt them, you do so many things, sinful, and it will be forgiven? No, that doesn't work that way. Even in your normal life doesn't happen. Is your boss going to forgive? If you stole the money, he will forgive you. Just like that? No, he wants his money. If you don't give him, he'll put you in the court, and put you in jail, right? Mm-hmm. So, just to think that how a senseless thought it is. Don't you think so? Yes. By remembering the holy name of God, your sins will be washed away. But then that too you have to remember. All your sins will be washed away. And you can feel that, you can notice that, and you feel unburdenedness. You know what I mean? You will feel very holy, very pure. When all the sins are gone, just like you take a deep bath, and you've been tired, so long going. And once you take a deep bath, and you feel refreshed, you feel good. So, same way, when your soul takes the bath in God consciousness, do you make sense? When the soul takes the bath in the God, in the holy vibration of God, holy name of God, then the sins are forgiven. But then, first of all, you find that it is not easy to remember God, holy name. Do you know why? There is a Kabir says, Mala to karme fire, mukh se firen, mukh se keh Ram, but your mind is somewhere else. I'm forgetting the sentence. You are chanting, reciting the mantras, you sin. If you don't believe me, you go to the temple, Krishna temple or somewhere, and you see the people taking a rosaries in that little patch, what you call, pouch, and the rosary. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama. I'm not criticizing them. Mm-hmm. I'm just giving an example. And you're saying, but point is, where is your mind? The mind is thinking something else. Wondering about job, wondering about this thing happened, or this bill got paid or not, Am I going to get the check this time on time or not? So many, it could be thousands things could be in your mind, So even when you are meditating and your mind is not focused on God, you are not focused on the holy name. Holy name is going on 24 hours a day, 21,600 times. It is already, you don't have to even repeat it. You don't have to recite it like you do with the tongue, It's happening constantly. But the problem is your mind is not there. Your focus is not there. And so you cannot get the A for that. You will get a C for that. That making sense? Mm-hmm. But once your mind is absorbed in the holy name, that means you are absorbing God. And when you are absorbed, just like if somebody is feeding you or somebody taking care of you, but their mind is somewhere else, and you notice it. I say, well, you don't even love me, You don't care for me. You're just doing because you want to do it, But it's not coming from your heart. Does it make sense? Mm. So this is what it requires, that you have to have. So this is why Sant Tulsi says, Jane bina na hoy pratiti, bin pratiti hoy nahi priti. Bina jane, without knowing God, without knowing, you cannot love God. That making sense? Mm. If you don't know your husband, have never met him, never seen him, can you love your husband? Or can you love your wife? No. Nobody can do that. So without knowing God, how can you love God? How can you have your mind absorbed in God consciousness? Meera was able to love God because she knew God. And she was completely different. When she goes to the Guru, and Guru was, the Radhas was, making a sandals or shoes, and he was coloring the shoes. Some of the colors just, he went to the sari of Meera's, And Radha said, oh, Meera, you are already colorful. You are already colored. So the Meera says, what? Why you say that? He said, because you are already colored in the God consciousness, in the love of Krishna. You and Krishna already have become one. That's called love. You know the marriage that wife-husband marriage, do you know what that marriage means? You don't know what marriage means?
I mean, a union and a...
Union, that's right. What it means union?
Well, that they're no longer two separate beings. But
there you go. You got it. But how much that is true?
Maybe not very much.
So, they are fulfilling the relation, They are trying to do their best, which is nothing wrong, I'm not, condemning or criticizing, but they are trying. But once they truly, why? There is a two different of union. One is with the objective. When you have an objective in your marriage, what I want to get out of this marriage, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Then that marriage is not union. But when there is no objective at all, selfless, desireless, and then you love each other, that means marriage. That is truly union. You know what I mean? They are that. It's not that one is doing and another is not doing. One is doing 100%, another doing only half, 50%. That we wouldn't consider the true marriage. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
So same way, the union with God or marriage with God, that is called yoga. Have you heard that word? Yoga. From yoga, it came yoga, But yoga has become more like a physical, But in reality, yoga means the union. Just like a Patanjali explained Chitta Vritti Nirodhasya Yoga. He defined the yoga. Yoga is Chitta Vritti Nirodhasya. The control of mind. When the mind is totally in control, it's become united with the word of God, united with the light of God, united with the sound of God, the music of God. And whenever the music comes, strikes, everybody strikes, if you go after 12 to 4 o'clock in the morning, the music is going on. It's something that you can hear without any help. But we are not in tune with it. We didn't tune ourselves to that. And so we don't hear it. It's going on, but you don't hear it. Matter of fact, it's going on 24 hours. But do you hear it in the daytime? No, nobody hears. But it is going on. Because we are not there. We are always in the world. World is more inside us than the God. Than the God's holy name. Even though the holy name is going on 24 hours, 21,600 times, but we don't hear it. And matter of fact that when you meditate and your mind becomes really absorbed, then You don't even have to say so, so you don't have to say it all. The soon your focus is there, you hear the sound very clearly. It is coming out from your breath, and you hear. And that means you have passed through these three chakras and enter into the fourth one, then you have started to hear complete. In the Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, no, you won't hear. Because you are not above the world consciousness. You are too much, way too much. You are sinking in the world. That's the better word. Sinking in the world. And the world constantly affecting you. Somebody asks you, how are you? I'm okay. I'm getting by. Is that called life? Is it? Is that kind of life that you like to live? If you like to live that, good luck to you, But no. But when somebody says, oh, I'm having a fantastic time, I'm having a really good time, I'm enjoying this. It has been a blessing. I am really grateful to God that He has given me such a wonderful life, wonderful wife, wonderful children, wonderful family, everyone. Very nice. What does that say? You have no complaints. When you have no complaint here, then you have no complaint here. You have no complaint here, then you have no complaint anywhere, isn't it? So all the complaint comes from here, right here. Because if this is not correct, it can't think correct. It cannot do things the way he wants to do, So it's very, very important. And that will only happen. I mean, you have tried thousand ways. We all have. I had too. But finally I got to the point now, I have the best one, and I'm going to work hard at it and get it. It's inside me. It's not somewhere I have to go and get it. You know what I mean? It's inside all of us. Jesus was not wrong when he said, body is a temple of God, God which is the Holy Spirit is within you. How simple, how straight. Is any other way can be said straight? If it is within you, even Lord Krishna said, Aham Atma Gudakesha Sarvbhutesu Isthita. Hey Arjun, I am dwelling in the soul of all beings. I am the soul dwelling in the heart of every being. And all creatures, not just only in human beings, but even in animals, even in birds, even in trees, even in, the flies, everywhere. This is why God is omnipresent, isn't it? Not making sense? Omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent. This is not just a word, it is the reality, it is the truth. But you won't see God anywhere else. No matter how many times you will go to temple or church or synagogue or the pilgrimage, you will not see anywhere unless you see within yourself. He is the nearest and dearest to you, inside you, all the time. Whenever you are in trouble and you get some insight, here it is. He's giving you insight. Making sense? Whether you do it or not, it is your call. If you listen to your heart, yes, You do it and you say, yes, I'm glad I did it. Thank you, God, for helping me out. I needed this help and you knew it. Does that make sense? And it happens to all of us. Whether we ignore it and take it as a, yeah, my heart was telling me the right things, but I didn't do it. I was a fool. So what good that is? Right? Because in your heart is the purest place, not your mind. Heart is the purest place where God dwells. Your heart will never mislead you. Heart will never deceive you. If you follow your heart, you connect. When you follow your heart, you are following the God. You're connecting with the God. It's there. But somehow you are not seeing it because your focus is outward. Once you start to go more and more inward and more in a meditative state, meditation is so beautiful that you can be anywhere, even in your sleeping, and you can meditate. You can connect with God. He is so available. Even your boss is sometimes not available, your wife or husband is not available for you. Is that right? Even your children, you come, when aren't you going to come home? It has been a week or months I have not seen you. I say, yeah, Mom, I'm so busy, so many things. Now I'm married and I have a kids and, so on and so forth, plus a job I have to work. Well, maybe this weekend I will make time, And then he forgot again. Right? And I'm sure we all have gone through that. But you see, the people in the world today are very, very busy. And if you think about busy for what? So only wise person will say, yes, I can see. So, if you're wise, you don't put any demand on them. If they come, that's very nice, And if they don't complain. Otherwise, you might not even see them again.
Right.
So we are living in their world, They are not living in our world anymore. So that's a very important thing to really acknowledge or take it. That don't want anything from anyone. Better, the sooner you learn that, better is for you. What do you think? Because then you will be disappointed and you will be hurting yourself. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to hurt yourself. Don't let anybody hurt your feeling. You could be a very nice person, could be very good, very caring, very loving, which is all right. This is quality you have, and that's a good quality. But don't let that love to be ruined. Don't let your heart to be broken. And if you want to have a whole heart, then you should. You've done your job and you've done beautifully and you raise them beautiful children and they are living their life and they have every right to live their life, isn't it? It's their life. And they can choose and live the way. And this is the same way I feel with the students. I say, my job, I should continue to do it, but no expectations from anyone. It's a good idea,
Yeah.
and no expectations. If they are wise enough, then they will do succeed and they will enjoy their life, enjoy their journey. You know, he was even. It took me so many years, to get to really see what is. And sure enough, I am very blessed or grateful to my Guru, to God, to all my family and friends. We are what you call social being, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are social being,
Yeah.
and we get help from all corners, And so we have to honor and give thanks to everybody, Be grateful. Don't complain about what didn't happen. Appreciate what happened. Don't complain that you didn't marry to a king, All right? Marry to a rich man, It was good that you didn't marry to a rich man. You will be more trouble, So don't. Yeah. Yeah. Wherever you are in the best spot, and that's what you should look for. And today is the best day, not tomorrow. Oh, I will do it tomorrow. My guru used to say, don't put it off until tomorrow, what you can do today. And I came to realize that he was 100% right. So, because you don't know tomorrow you have or not, right? Do we know?
No.
Nobody knows. Even I don't know. I would be very honest to you. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So today is a blessed day, and make the best too. Don't hope somebody will do it for you. This is the biggest mistake we make. We hope somebody will do it for me. Somebody will cook for me. Somebody will wash my clothes. Somebody will do this. And if they are not, then you get angry, then you get upset. Here I do so much for them, and they can't even do little. Better stop complaining. It won't get you anywhere. It will only ruin you and your relationship. All right? Just do whatever you can. Make the best effort. Do it. And be happy. Be happy. Be blessed. Be God-centered. And God is looking out for you, so you don't have to worry about anything. I gave up worrying about things. I still from time to time, I get some of those little knots, but I know where it is, and I can fix that. Do you guys get like that?
Oh, sure.
Yes. We all do. So that tells us that we have a lot of human tendencies, Once you are out of the human tendency, then you become divine already. I mean, in reality, we are all divine already, but we are not aware of it. We are not conscious of it. We are not living it. You know what I mean? And once you start living it, then people will see, people will notice you. And they will appreciate you. They would love to have your company. But you have to be worthy. I have to be worthy. We all have to be worthy. So thank you very much. And let's do some pranayama. We're doing, if you do just 5 pranayamas, 5, not more than 5, okay? Every single day, even 10 to 15 minutes. Is that 15 minutes too much?
No.
Regularly, every day, every morning and the evening, and you will see the miracle what happens. I mean, truly, that's the miracles. And like we read the other day, the benefit of the pranayama. And especially this pranayama is so powerful, so special. There are so many different types of pranayamas. But out of all of them, this 5 is the most special, very powerful pranayamas. And you should do it. And then you will see how wonderfully it helps you in meditations. You don't have to worry about the focus or concentration. It will enhance your focus and concentration. And now I come to realize more and more that how when Patanjali talks about yama, niyama, and pranayama, these are the beginning. In the real yogis, like masters, like why Yogananda took for him the initiated student 2 years. Have you heard about that? They have to study, they have to follow the practice for 2 years before they were initiated into the knowledge. And Yogananda gave the same exact knowledge. Shivananda, I studied about him, or his monks practiced exactly same knowledge. Even there was another person I was initiated after, his name is Swami Ashutosh Ji Maharaj. And he has exactly same techniques, except he doesn't initiate on the nectar. He didn't taught nectar practice, but he taught the holy name, taught the light, taught the music. Because I was initiated. That's how I know. And his monks are superb, and especially lot of them ladies, and they are so brilliant, so powerful a speaker. Even in front of them, I am nothing. Those ladies. So I call them Manishi. So beautiful. And so most of the time you will find the ladies speaks a satsang, and she has spread even here. If you want to go, I can tell you the address. They have one in Chicago, they have one in San Francisco, they have one in New Jersey. And last time I even invited one of the monk in here. They came here, I don't know if you guys remember him, from New Jersey. Yeah. And he received the knowledge from Srihans directly. That Ashutosh Maharaj. And he started his own organization. They call it Divya Jyoti Jagriti Sansthan. And they have all over the world now. And those, they call it Bharti. Their last, like mine is Nand, or somebody called Swami Yogananda, or Swami Shivananda, or Swami Muktananda. The ladies, in our ashram, the ladies were called Bai. Like Mirabai, Bai. But in that organization, they call it Bharti.
Well, that's from the Dashanami Sampradaya.
Eh?
That's from the Dashanami Sampradaya.
Okay. Whatever. So they call Bharti. But the other Swamis men's are called Swamis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But they're very nice. They really very dedicated, very pure, very sincere and committed. Lot of premises. So if you want to, you can go sometimes. You can look on the what is called Google, the address of the Swami Ashutosh Ji Maharaj, the Guru, and their organization, what I call Divya Jyoti Jagriti Sansthan, means Divine Light Awakening Center. Okay? Any question? It's good, you can hear them. They might have a YouTube. You can hear YouTube. Sure, that YouTube is a very common these days. YouTube podcast and all that. So you can even listen, what they show. Anytime you learn from anywhere, people do a lot of investment, what you call research, right? Anything you learn, especially in this path, the more you learn, the more you grow. The more the time you devote to this particular cause, the better off you are. You have devoted a lot of time for the other things, which was also necessary for the time, right? But now, as we come to the fourth leg, do you know third leg, fourth leg, first leg, second leg? Do you know of the life?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So what we should spend more time with, too. Yes, I want to hear from you guys. Not speaking all the way myself,
Spend more time going within.
Right. And the more inspiration, more satsang, even you can read some like a Bible. I am so fascinated with the Bible, And funny thing, I never went to church, never went to, taught by any priest, the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
But yet I fully understand, what Bible says. And a lot of people say, you explain Bible better than a lot of priests.
Mm-hmm.
I had a priest who was my student. Have you heard the Science of Mind Church?
Mm-hmm.
His head was my student. I initiated him. And his name was Dr. Carol Kopp. Very nice gentleman. He wanted me to, we used to have a satsang there in his church. Big, huge, that's called a stone building near the downtown. And we used to have every Monday there. And very nice man. Right near Chijman Park. Have you heard of the name Chijman Park?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been to that church.
You went to the church?
I've been in there.
You've been there? Did you met Dr. Karokov?
No, I don't know any of the people.
He was the head of the organization.
I thought they were out in Lakewood.
No, yeah, they have one in Lakewood and one near downtown.
Oh.
Downtown is a huge building. Very nice, very wonderful person. So, I was talking about the pranayama, so let's do some, okay? So honestly, do you guys do that every day, pranayama?
I do the fire breathing and the slow hum
Okay.
in the mornings.
What else? Just two?
Just those two in the mornings.
How about morning, not in the evening?
No.
Hmm.
In the mornings.
Who else does? You do? Every day?
Mornings seem to be appropriate, less in the evenings for some reason.
You should do in the evening too.
Mm.
You eat in the morning and the evening, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yes. You sleep in the evening. You don't ever stop sleeping, right? Why you do that? Because it's important, isn't it?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Right?
Good habit.
If you don't sleep one day, you are not going to feel good, at all. So we all recognize that eating is very good for our health. It is important, Sleeping is important, right? Going to work is important. I'm not disagreeing. Let's put it this way. Why it is not important to meditate every morning, every evening? In a matter of fact, this is the more important than any of those things. Am I making sense?
Mm-hmm.
And you want a good meditation, right? You don't want to waste your time or just sit for sitting sake, Just, I'm doing something spiritual. It shouldn't have that kind of, thinking. It should do it because you love to do it. You do it because it is so important, more important than anything in your life. You know, something which is more valuable, don't you want to buy it with any cost? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
You want a nice car like, what do you call, BMW. My daughter just bought a brand new car, BMW, $85,000. So, because they loved it, they want it. That's the encounter it. So you will go any way or any form to get it. The worldly things, right? Is it your soul is not that important? Your soul is not have any value? Your material thing has a value, your physical thing has a value, your mental thing has a value. But without having the spiritual, without having that meditation, connecting with this is something that you are doing for your soul. You know what I mean? This is doing for you. I'm doing for me. And if I am good, then I will do good for others too, right? If I'm not good for myself, am I be trustworthy for anything else? Yes. The one who is not good to himself, how could he be good to anybody else? I am just being straightforward, I want you to think that way. That if you are not good to yourself, you are good to your mind, you're good to your ego, good to your senses, but not good to yourself. Is that sound right? That is a failure things. And this is what we have been doing when we didn't know. But now, after knowing this, and then you continue doing that, is there any hope for that?
It's easy now to see that that's backwards, right? Putting your mind and the ego first is...
Yeah. You see things, somebody just stealing, and you just watch, let him steal your things. Whatever they want, go ahead, rob me, take away everything. And you allow that happen. Is that good? No. That is not very smart, Is that making sense? Mm-hmm. No. Your senses are robbing you every second, every day, every moment. And you allow, you are aware, but you let it happen. Then who will be robbed? You will be robbed with your life. and life is gone. And then you sit and cry and weep about it and feel sorry. Is that going to help us anyway? No. No, it is the very unwiseness. So I just want to be very frank to you. I have done it. I learned from my mistakes. And so I'm still awakening. I'm not fully awake like Buddha, I am still awakening, but more and more coming to making real sense to me. And that's why I'm sharing with you. So thank you very much. God bless you. So we pray. Huh?